CALICO fans, this is H.H. Sherman from Sigma Comics, coming to you live from the great city of New York. And we have another great video to share with you. Before I get into it, let me take a swig from the CALICO mug. Good stuff. Alright, so what are we talking about today? We're talking about Here Comes CALICO issue 7. It is on Kickstarter. And there are many reasons why you need to support this wonderful series, and I'm going to go through them with you right now. So before I continue, please hit subscribe and hit the like button, because I think you're going to like this channel and I think you're going to like this video. So why not do it beforehand, because it's a wonderful thing to do and it helps us in the algorithms. Alright, so let's talk about Here Comes CALICO issue 7. Did you read issue 6? Well, if you did, you were in for a doozy, because the CALICO was able to do something pretty big against yet another animal abuser. In this case, it was Sarah Bigman, the CEO of a food conglomerate based in just outside of Princeton, New Jersey. And ultimately, what the CALICO has been trying to do is pursue a really horrendous serial animal abuser by the name of Dr. Claw. He calls him Claw, but he now knows that the guy's name is Feng. Feng is an individual who, at the start of the Here Comes CALICO series, was caught on video beating a dog to death, frankly, to put it very frankly. And it's a horrendous thing to experience as a comic book reader, and that's why Here Comes CALICO is a very bold series. We don't hide the tragic realities of animal cruelty. Why should we do that? Everybody else does that. I don't think you solve a problem by sugarcoating it, right? Just because some people are sensitive to the horrifying realities of animal cruelty, I think we do people a disservice when here we are trying to bring attention to this cause, and we're going to go ahead and hide what actually happens. No. And B, presenting it in a way that's so vanilla and so just bland. No. We made an active decision to address a very serious social ill in a very bold and powerful way, because we have a very bold and powerful character. And it's not a minor social ill, not in our viewpoint. I think it's one of the biggest ones, and that's why we dedicated a whole company around it, around fighting animal abuse, with a character called the CALICO. So anyway, so that's what the CALICO's been trying to do. He's trying to go after an asshole. He started going after an asshole, and he realizes now that he's just part of a huge network, and Sarah Bigman was a big part of that network. And there's a bigger part of that network. I don't want to ruin it for you, but let's just say the CALICO is knee-deep in some serious shit. Okay? So, and, that's what's going to continue in issue 7, and certainly in issue 7 of an 8-issue series, by the way. The CALICO gets much deeper into that story, into that process. Again, going after this Feng dude, and also trying to understand who's behind the big network and bring that individual down too, because the network is massive, and we're talking about millions of dollars, tens of millions of dollars that are made in illicit and just illegal and horrifying industries that pertain to animal cruelty and slaughter. And that's what the CALICO is attempting to bring down in the series. And again, in issue 7, he's going directly at the issue, and I mean that quite literally. And his medium of choice in this story. Let me just say it because I don't want to spoil it, but it does include one of the main New York City subway trains. Okay, so just so you guys know, the New York subway system will be making an appearance, and Here Comes Calico issue 7. Let me say this too: if you're a fan of the movie The Warriors, you will absolutely love Here Comes Calico issue 7. I swear, I kid you not. We have people who are already signed up to be notified for this, or were signed up to be notified because now they've already made their purchases. But we have people that are buying the comic book just because they're huge fans of the Warriors movie, and I think they're going to be extremely happy. Frankly, I think they're going to be ecstatic with how we presented this comic book series. Just the whole layout and the approach that we took in this linear storyline that we're weaving here in issue 7. Huge support from the people there, the fans of the Warriors. So again, if you're a Warriors fan, sign up to get pre-order issue 7 of Here Comes Calico. So we have that going. And we also have people who love New York City characters and you know, the underground, street level characters. You know, huge support from people who are big Punisher fans of Daredevil, Batman. So these sort of street level characters, night characters, if you will, kind of characters that really operate in the shadows. You're gonna really enjoy this series. So this series is definitely for you. A warning though, this series is definitely not for kids. It is rated M for mature. All of our comics, comic books I should say, are rated M for mature. We do have a manga line, and that is rated T16. We do have a series that we're working on that will come out in 2024 that will be rated T13. That's going to be aimed for kids, but that's certainly not the Calico. So if you're reading Here Comes Calico, be advised this is rated M for mature, ages 17 and up. All right, so that's what you're going to get in Here Comes Calico issue 7. You're going to get a heart-pumping, spine-tingling adventure here in this 24-page thriller. And let me just say this: a lot of comics today, I'm surprised they don't put you to sleep, frankly. But it will be impossible for you to sleep, panel to panel. Okay, I don't even think there's a dull panel in this book. It's just heart-pumping action from panel to panel. You won't be able to put it down. That I guarantee you. Those of you who are already reading Here Comes Calico, you are absolutely going to love this series. You're going to love this issue. Give it a shot if you if you're new to comics. If you're watching this video and you haven't heard of Here Comes Calico, definitely do yourself a favor. Go on Kickstarter, type in Here Comes Calico, and take a look at that profile there of Sigma Comics Here Comes Calico issue 7. Hit back this project and select a reward. If you haven't heard of the series, get the whole thing. You can get it there as part of the rewards. You can get issues 1 through 7, and you'll be up to date on all the comics, because issue 8 is coming out later in the year, at the end of the year. So listen, for a few bucks you can get the whole run, and I think you're really going to enjoy this series. You're going to enjoy the series. So those of you who are already reading, that's guaranteed. You are absolutely going to love it. In fact, I'm very excited for you. I'm excited that you're going to get this in your hands, this issue 7 in your hands, that you're going to love. This might be your very favorite issue. I know there's a lot of good ones, but I think issue 7 might be your favorite. We'll see. In the meantime, you can do all of what I just mentioned by going to Kickstarter, typing in Here Comes Calico, selecting on the issue 7 campaign, and hitting back this project, that big old back this project button that big square button, hit that, and then you'll have the options to select a reward, and you can go ahead and take it from there. And I think they'll make you make an account or something like that, or I think you could sign up as a guest as well, and it'll ask you for your details, and you'll get your comics. Once the campaign is over, which will be October 5th, we typically ship our comics within a week or two from the day, because our books are almost always at the printer at the time of when we're doing the Kickstarters. All right, so we're always making sure that we're making the investment ahead of time, knowing that we're going to count on the wonderful audience to pay back all the the bills we have for making the comics. That's why we crowdfund our comics. It's a huge help, and we appreciate that very much, and you continue supporting Here Comes Calico when you do that. So of course you get all the goodies as well, the extra goodies. Well, folks, listen, thank you for taking the time out and listening to what we have in store for you with respect to Here Comes Calico issue 7. And don't forget, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and as always, keep on fighting for animals.